This is Eulicity, and she is ugly. Now you may be thinking,
what's wrong with her? She looks perfectly fine to me.
And the answer to that question is, I just really don't like her old design. I actually did try to redesign her before, but it just never stuck. So today, or tonight, whenever you're watching this, we are going to redesign Eulicity the Partygoer. Now, before we get into the redesigning, I'm going to give you some background info on what exactly a partygoer is and where they're from. If you already know what a partygoer is, or you just, don't want to hear the explanation, just skip to this timestamp on the screen. If you don't know, I recommend watching through the explanation, because the lore of Eulicity will make much more sense if you do. With that being said, let's move on to the next section of our video. What are partygoers?
Trigger warning, horror, implied body horror, and unaliveness.
Partygoers are a creature from the Backrooms. The Backrooms is basically a different dimension from our world that is mostly made up of different liminal spaces that are classified as levels and sublevels. There are more detailed Backrooms explanations in the description. For now, let's focus on
The Partygoers.
Oh, trust me, they are
nothing
to be too excited about. Partygoers are entity number 67 on the Backrooms wiki. They have smooth, leathery skin, which is typically yellow but can also come in red, blue, green, and white. Partygoers have no facial features except for a huge red smiley face. Side note, the smiley face is most likely carved into their skin. They aren't very fast, but are highly intelligent, editing files and working together to set up traps to catch more wanderers and bring them back to level fun, which is where they reside. Once there, the partygoers will either
make their victims into a cake and consume them,
or turn them into a partygoer via latching onto them with their mouth-like appendages on either arm. Now that that's out the way, on to the redesign.
Note that this is an alternate universe. Not everything will be canon.
Now it's time to get to work. I didn't reference Eulicity's original design or her 1.5 design at all, but I still think it'll be okay. I hope. While you watch the Speedpaint, let me tell you about some of her lore. Eulicity's full name is Eulicity James Allwood. She was once a normal girl, but when she was around 11 to 14 years old, she was walking home from school one day, and she tripped on a rock and ended up no-clipping into the back room. Eulicity was able to survive 2 years in the Backrooms, until she was eventually turned into a partygoer when she accidentally wandered into level fun. Eulicity has a bubbly and friendly personality, and she's not as mischievous or malevolent as the other partygoers. Aside from her sometimes complaining about an occasional craving for human flesh, she has expressed no ill intent towards wanderers. Her list of hobbies are drawing, throwing parties, surprising people, helping wanderers, and exploring other levels of the Backrooms. Eulicity has stated that her dying wishes are to see her mother again and look normal again. These will come up later in the storyline. As of writing this, Eulicity is an upcoming character in my comic Define Reality, which takes place in an AU of the Backrooms. It's about a wanderer named Chase, who's trapped in the infinite labyrinth, and soon meets and befriends many entities and wanderers. Together, they venture the seemingly endless expanse of the Backrooms.
Design notes.
I wanted to give her more of a kidcore theme, since she is just a kid after all, and I also wanted her personality to stand out more. You just look at her, and you immediately know she's bubbly and playful, regardless of the fact that she's a part of a species of an entity that likes making
meat cakes.
I really thought she would look great with a frilly dress, but I was also contemplating on giving her a turtleneck paired with overalls, so I just did both. I mean, who's gonna stop me? It's my character. I also really wanted to make the entities in my AU different, but I still want to make them recognizable. Looking at Eulicity, I can still tell that she's a partygoer. She looks different, but not like a completely different species. Honestly, Eulicity was a pretty fun character to redesign. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm also hoping that the information I shared about my AU makes you interested in the upcoming editions of Define Reality. It's gonna be linked in the description if you want to read it. If you enjoyed the Partygoer explanation, I might explain other entities and backrooms levels. But in conclusion,
Never eat cake in the back room.